Son, the change you have been waiting for has already started. Something great is about to change your life now. Big news is coming, filled with power to change your life so deeply that even your oldest pains will lose the control they once had over you. I tell you that what once wounded you will be remembered as a distant place, a mark without pain, a story that no longer controls your days. Healing is entering your story, relief is reaching places you have hidden for too long, and renewal is moving through your mind and heart. As you listen to every word I speak now, I am moving what you cannot see, bringing paths together, fixing what seemed lost, and bringing you the strength, hope, and restoration you have quietly been asking for. Listen carefully, son. Listen carefully, daughter. Because this message reaching you is direct and true. I call you by name and ask you to listen with an open heart, because nothing here is ordinary. There is something special coming from heaven for you right now. Something prepared before what you call the beginning. Something carrying my seal, my power, and my perfect will. I say this is a turning point, a time of real change, a time when my presence will put everything back in order that once seemed out of place. I see your fears. I see your moments of wanting to quit. I see the inner battles you face without telling anyone. I see the pressure. I see the exhaustion. I see the tiredness trying to steal your joy, but I also see your faith holding on, even when weak, even when shaking, even when surrounded by doubt. And because of this faith, however small, I now release a living promise, a promise carrying authority, light, healing, and change. I say great miracles are coming toward your path, miracles that do not depend on circumstances, miracles that go beyond human understanding, miracles that carry my signature. I am creating a new story where there were once only broken pieces. I am raising you from the inside out, strengthening your mind, awakening your spirit, and placing in you the courage you thought you had lost. I say this word is meant to awaken, transform, and realign you. It is to pull you out of stagnation. It is to clear away the dust of discouragement. It is to break the layers of sadness that tried to stay forever. I am bringing life to what was erased. I bring joy into your soul. I bring clarity to confused thoughts. I restore the brightness in your eyes. This is a time of emotional healing, a time of spiritual rebuilding, a time of deep restoration. And I want you to receive all of this with hope, because what I am about to do in your life will be greater than anything you have experienced before. I say I am opening doors that seemed closed forever. I am bringing peace to places where there was once torment. I am bringing peace and order to both the inside and outside parts of your life. I am changing details you cannot yet imagine, solving problems you thought could never be solved, arranging meetings that will change your direction, releasing resources you asked for through tears, and fixing situations you thought would stay confused. I am working while you listen to my voice. I am moving while you breathe. I am placing my hand on parts of your story that only I can reach. I know you have gone through losses that took away your strength. I know some seasons left marks on you that you try to hide, but I say those memories will not control your future. I say those pains will have no power over the new season that is now beginning. I say those wounds will be healed through my love and my presence. I say I am bringing you such a real renewal that even your body will notice the change. Your breathing will feel lighter, your thoughts will become clearer, your soul more peaceful, your spirit stronger. I tell you that this is the moment to open your heart and remain attentive. I ask you not to let distractions take away what I am releasing now, because this word carries power. This word carries healing. This word carries change. This word carries direction. This word carries the strength of my voice. I want you to take in every sentence as nourishment for your faith, because faith will be the bridge through which my miracle enters your everyday life. Faith will be the key that opens doors. Faith will be the light that leads you. Faith will be the shield that guards you. Faith will be the strength that keeps you standing. I tell you that I never speak without purpose. When I release a promise, it comes to pass. When I declare a destiny, it is established. When I send a miracle, nothing can stop it. What I'm bringing to you is real, is powerful, is deep, and it is life-changing. My beloved children, if these messages have comforted your heart, strengthened your faith, or drawn you closer to me, know that I have been working through this ministry. This YouTube channel has been demonetized, so these videos no longer receive ad revenue. Yet every script, edit, and upload is lovingly prepared by people who serve this mission with all their hearts. If I place it on your heart to help, please consider supporting this ministry through Ko-Fi. Every gift, no matter how small, helps keep my word reaching more lives around the world. The Ko-Fi link is pinned in the comments. If you're watching on TV, simply scan the QR code on your screen with your phone. Pray about it first, and if you feel my leading, give with a joyful heart. Thank you, my beloved children, for helping my light shine even farther. And as these words enter your soul, I will pour peace, courage, hope, victory, freedom, restoration, and divine change over you. Breathe, receive, feel, because great blessings are coming and you are about to experience something that will leave a lasting mark on your journey. I continue speaking to your heart because there is more truth being revealed to you now. I am opening parts of your soul that were closed and bringing light to places you left in darkness because you were afraid to face them. And I say there is no fear strong enough to resist the touch of my presence. I enter the places you hid and gather every piece you lost along the way. I know your silence. I know your inner battles. I know the thoughts you never spoke. And yet I remain here, steady, watchful, determined to lead you toward a place of restoration you have never known. I know how hard you tried to carry by yourself what was never meant for you to carry. I see how used to being strong all the time you have become, as if breaking down meant you were weak. But I say true strength begins when you allow yourself to be honest with me. Your pain does not frighten me. Your doubts do not make me step away. And your questions do not offend me. I created you with depth. I gave you emotions. I gave you thoughts. I gave you the ability to feel deeply. That is why I ask you now to breathe before me without holding anything back, so I can pour out the healing that reaches what nobody else can see. I am bringing you toward a level of clarity that will surprise even you. You will notice paths you could not see before. You will feel peace where there was once conflict. You will find direction in situations that seemed unclear. I am arranging every detail around you, and you will begin to notice it in the days ahead. You will see small changes, gentle signs, little movements showing that I am guiding everything. Nothing will happen suddenly, because my care is exact and I respect the pace of your heart. I tell you that I am preparing you for greater steps, and before I bring you into the new, I must heal the old places. I must close doors that left wounds. I must break down beliefs that held you back. I must free you from thoughts that kept you trapped in what is no longer part of your purpose. Everything that stopped you will meet my light. I am lifting from your heart the weight of what you never said, the fear of what you never faced, and the guilt you carried even though it was never yours. I am moving all of this away because what I am doing needs room. I want you to understand that I never left you alone. In the moments when you believed you were alone, I was carrying what you could not handle. When your strength became weak, I supported what you could not carry. When you thought you had been forgotten, I was keeping you away from paths that would not help you. And when you thought nothing was moving, I was building the foundation for the season that is coming. I never abandoned you. I have watched over you through every season. I tell you that now is the time to become spiritually aware. I want you to hear my voice with greater clarity. I want you to notice my presence through simple things, through thoughts that appear without warning, through quiet feelings that rise deep inside your spirit. Because I am sharpening your understanding so you can recognize what comes from me and what only seeks to distract you. I give you wisdom, I give you understanding, I give you a clear mind. I teach you to walk with confidence. I am freeing you from comparison. You do not need to judge yourself by what others do, achieve or show. You do not need to follow anyone else's pace. I gave you a path of your own. I gave you a special identity. I gave you a purpose that only you can complete, and I say that the value I placed inside you cannot be reduced by appearances, opinions, criticism, or rejection. You belong to me, so your destiny is not decided by human voices. Your destiny is shaped by my word, and my word remains true. I will also tell you that this is a time of interchange. I am teaching you the balance between rest and action. I am teaching you the right time to act and the right time to wait. I am showing you that spiritual growth comes when you learn to move in harmony with my timing. I do not ask you to hurry. I do not ask you to worry. I ask you to surrender. Because when you surrender, I can arrange every detail perfectly. I want you to understand that my love for you does not depend on what you do, but on who you are. I chose you before you existed. I knew you before your eyes saw the light. I formed you with purpose. And I say, as written in Jeremiah, chapter 29, verse 11, I know the plans I have for you, plans for peace and not for pain, to give you a future filled with hope. And these plans are beginning to work now. I am pouring fresh strength into your soul, a strength that does not come from human effort, but from my presence. You will feel strength where there was weakness before. You will feel confidence where there was once uncertainty. You will feel a courage that is not your own, but mine. And with this courage you will move ahead in areas of your life that have remained still for a long time. I am breaking inner barriers. I am removing emotional limits. I am rebuilding your confidence. I tell you that I am bringing people prepared to walk with you through the next chapters of your journey. I remove what blocks you and bring closer what helps you grow. I protect you from relationships that drain your strength and strengthen paths that keep you from discouragement. And I bring relationships filled with light, because what I am building in your life needs an environment that supports growth. I'm opening a season of progress. You will not remain trapped in what was. You will not stay limited by what you have experienced. I am taking you forward. I'm pushing you ahead. I am taking you beyond the inner walls that surrounded you, and you will discover that with every step you take, I will remain beside you, guiding, caring, revealing, and strengthening. What is coming is greater than what has passed. What I prepared is beyond what you imagine. This is the start of a completely new story. I keep speaking to you because there are things you still cannot see, and I do not want you to walk without understanding. I have brought you this far so your heart can open fully, because protection is already moving around you. Even when you did not notice, I guarded your steps when you did not know danger was near, and I stopped attacks you never imagined were so close. I tell you this not to frighten you, but to remind you that you have never walked alone, and never will. There are things happening around you that seem confusing, and some voices have tried to make you believe that you are lost. But I will not allow confusion to control you. I am shining light on every shadow they tried to place over your mind. My protection is not only an unseen shield, it is also guidance. It is a warning. It is a pause when needed, and it is progress when the right time comes. I know exactly when to move. And at this moment I am moving in your favor to keep what did not come from me away from your destiny. You have felt a strange weight in recent days, as if something was trying to come closer to your inner life. I saw you. I felt what troubled you and came to you before fear could take root. I am surrounding you with a peace that does not depend on what happens outside. I cover you because I chose you, and because there is a purpose being formed, even when everything appears quiet. You are in a battle that has not begun yet, but I have already chosen the result before you even knew you were fighting. I decide your victory. Listen with your spirit. There are things moving in the unseen world that are not against you, but working for you. There is a siege being broken. There is a hidden plan that someone tried to start against your life, and I am taking it apart piece by piece. What was arranged to harm you is falling before me. I am entering places where you cannot reach and breaking strategies that should never have existed. Nothing built without my permission will remain. I protect you even in places where you do not see danger. There are things you wanted to happen quickly, but I tell you, if I had allowed them to come too soon, they would have hurt you. My protection is not only against visible attacks, but also against rushing, against choices that looked good but would delay you, against people who seem helpful but were traps. I did not let you enter certain doors because I knew what was waiting behind them. I know this disappointed you at times, but soon you will understand why I made you wait. I am preparing you for a level of understanding you have never had before. You will begin to see signs that once passed unnoticed. I will reveal intentions, actions, places, and even feelings that do not come from me, so you will not attach yourself to what weakens you. My protection will appear through discernment. I will give you sensitivity to know when I am present in a situation and when I am not. I will sharpen your understanding so you do not walk in darkness. I give you spiritual sight and strength that is reaching deep inside you now. I am lifting the weight that was never yours to carry. I am breaking the pressure that has built inside your chest. I am touching what exhausted you emotionally and bringing life back to what became quiet within you. My protection also brings healing, restoration, and balance. I do not only protect you from outside, but also from within. I strengthen your thoughts, settle your emotions, and steady your steps. I know you have faced quiet nights when you wondered if I truly saw everything. I saw every tear, and not one fell without meaning. Your pain was never hidden from me. I protect you even when you feel too weak to continue. I surround you when your heart tries to hide. I hold you when your strength falls apart. It is not about what you can do. It is about what I can do. I support you even when you feel unworthy. I am now removing influences that tried to enter your life and confuse you. I am breaking connections that would only drain your strength. I am placing around you people who will raise you up, not pull you down. I am closing every opening so evil cannot find a way through. I am creating a place where your soul can breathe freely. You will notice this change in the days ahead. It is not your imagination, it is my intervention. I am bringing a season of protection so deep that even your thoughts will become closer to my voice. You will notice certain worries simply fading away. I will teach you to rest even before your circumstances change. My protection does not depend on the condition of the world. It rests on my love for you. I tell you now, do not fear what you heard, what you saw, or what tried to steal your peace. None of these things has power over what I am doing. Do not focus on what seems to be moving against you. Look toward me. I take care of what you cannot control. Give me everything that is weighing on you. I am carried in what you cannot carry by yourself. I'm opening a safe path. I am leading you away from hidden traps. I am lighting paths that were once hidden. I will reveal roads you never thought about before. Do not turn away from what I am showing you. Trust the direction I am giving. Every step you take will have my hand beside you. You will not be struck down. I assure you that your story will not end with loss. The protection I have placed around you now will soon be seen as progress. What looks like defense today will become victory tomorrow. What looks like a blockage today will become a door tomorrow. What looks like a delay today will become a testimony tomorrow. I do this because I love you. And so you will know it is me. I will give you a sign in the days ahead. Something that deeply troubled you will be solved in such an unexpected way that you will know my hand was there from the beginning. When this happens, remember these words. I protected you before you even asked. I am still with you. I have you covered. I protect you. I guide you. Evil will not touch you because I have already chosen your freedom. Walk in peace because I am before you, behind you, and all around you. I keep speaking to you now because there is something inside you that I want to touch deeply, something you have hidden even from yourself. And I do not want this wound to stay open. I am reaching places you have never been able to explain, and I am bringing healing where you thought nothing could ever be restored. I come with a gentle yet firm presence, because my healing does not come to cover things, but to fully change them. I have seen what they tried to do to your heart. I saw the words that quietly wounded you. I saw actions that made you stop believing in kindness. Memories you try to forget, but that still return as the night grows longer. I do not judge you for the feelings you had. I understand you, and that is why I am touching you now, because I do not want you to keep carrying burdens that were never yours. I tell you that I am placing my hands on the places hurt by people who should have loved you and by situations you could not control. I will not let these wounds decide your future. I am removing the layers of pain that grew as protection. I am making room inside you so life can flow freely again. I restore you without rushing, but with care. You have learned to hide your feelings so you would not trouble others, so you would not be rejected, so you would not be misunderstood. But I tell you, you do not have to hide from me. I see you completely. I know every thought you tried to arrange, every burden you tried to hide, every feeling you tried to control. None of them frightens me. I accept you as you are. I am healing your memory. I am entering memories that once caused pain and changing their place inside you so they no longer control you. What once wounded you will no longer rule your present. I am clearing the road so you can face the future with courage. I take strength from your past and bring life back into your spirit. I am releasing peace inside you that does not depend on answers. You do not have to understand everything in order to heal. Just let me touch the places that need my touch. I do not only want to repair what is broken. I want to rebuild what was destroyed. I want to return feelings you had already stopped believing you could feel again. I want to restore your joy, your confidence, and your strength. I know you tried to overcome many things by yourself. I know there were moments when you thought you should not trouble anyone with your pain, so you kept everything inside your heart. But today I say, do not carry what no longer belongs to you. I take upon myself what exhausted you. I lift from you the silent weight that has followed you for so long. I am the healing you have always searched for. I am moving within you a strength you do not recognize yet. It is the renewal I am bringing. It is life beginning to pulse again. It is hope coming alive again. I am taking away the feeling that everything rests on you. I am teaching you to breathe again without fear. I am pouring into you a rest that is not only physical, but emotional and spiritual. I bring you close to me so I can restore you completely. I want you to know that nothing that happened removed the value I placed in you. There is a beauty inside you that has not yet been fully shown. There are gifts, sensitivity, depth, and light. Nothing was taken away. It was simply hidden for a time. And now I am bringing it all back into view. You will see yourself in a way you have never seen before. You will discover that there was far more inside you than you ever imagined. I am touching the words that wounded you now. They will lose their strength. I am touching the rejections that made you question who you are. They will lose their power. I am touching the fears that kept you from moving ahead. They will take up less space. My healing is reaching places no other words could ever reach. I heal you from within, and everything healed inside becomes strong outside. I am also teaching you to forgive, not so the other person gains, but so your soul can become free. The forgiveness I ask from you does not mean approving what happened, but letting go of what kept you trapped. I do not ask you to forget. I teach you to remember without hurting. I teach you to move on without carrying what has already ended. I teach you to live free. I am removing the guilt you have carried for many years. There are things you hold as if you failed, but I tell you, you tried with what you had, you gave what you could, you did what you knew to do. I do not judge you for what failed. I embrace you for what you tried. I raise you for what you will still experience. I do not look at you with blame, but with mercy. I'm also breathing healing over your body. There are tensions formed by emotions you held inside for so long. There are pains born from worries you carried for too long. There are tired feelings that came from battles fought in silence. I am releasing rest over every part of you. I am calming what was troubled within you. I am bringing balance. I am bringing gentleness. I tell you now, the healing I am doing will not be temporary. It will be lasting. It will be deep. It will be clear. What I restore will not break again. What I change will not return to its former state. I am taking you into a new level of life. I am making room inside you for new things to begin. I am preparing your heart to receive what I prepared around you. I am giving you courage to feel again. You will not need to protect yourself from everything. I will be your protection. And because I guard you, you can relax. Because I keep you safe, you can rest. Because I care for you, you can live with ease. Do not fear if healing makes you cry. I am there even in your tears. Every drop that falls prepares the soil for something new to grow. I invite you to trust the process. Some healing comes quickly, some takes longer, but all of it happens when I am involved. I am with you through every step, every change, every adjustment. You are not alone in this rebuilding. I walk beside you until everything is complete. I tell you now, prepare your heart to know peace where pain once lived. Prepare your spirit to rise where discouragement once stood. Prepare your life to live freely where there was once a prison. I am healing you. I am restoring you. I am renewing you, and no one can stop what I am completing inside you. I keep speaking to you because there are places within you that still need to be touched by my presence. I see that even after all I have healed, there is still a quiet place inside you asking for rest. So I continue. That is why I remain here. I will not release your hand while there is any part of you still crying out for restoration. I love you with a love that stays, with a love that breaks through every resistance, with a love that sees all of you. I am coming closer to the place where you learn to carry everything alone, where you thought you had to stay strong even when you were exhausted. I know you grew up under pressure from the belief that you could never show weakness, and that is why you kept so much hidden inside. But now I am taking away this burden that has suffocated you for so long. I tell you, you can be honest with me. You can be vulnerable in my presence. You can feel without fear of being judged. I do not reject you, I receive you. I am entering places where hard words left deep wounds. Words spoken by voices you thought would protect you. words that should have given comfort, but instead created insecurity. I saw every time your heart became smaller because of those words. I saw when you began questioning your value. I saw you accept criticism that had nothing to do with who you truly are. And now I am pulling out those roots that never should have grown inside you. I tell you, your worth does not depend on what others said. Your worth comes from what I placed inside you from the beginning. I made you with purpose, identity, strength, and sensitivity. Nothing that hurt you erased any of that. I am giving you back the understanding of who you truly are. I am teaching you to see yourself through my eyes. I am giving you wisdom so you stop judging yourself by other people's expectations and start seeing yourself through the design I created for you. I am healing now what you were never able to express. There are feelings that became trapped because there was no room, no understanding, no one willing to listen to you with compassion. But I heard you from your very first breath. Every pain you hid, every tear you held back, every fear you kept silent, I saw all of it. And I tell you, nothing you felt was overlooked. I have gathered every one of these emotions, and now I am turning them into strength. I know there are scars you try to avoid because you think looking at them will bring the pain back. But I tell you, do not fear. I do not ask you to face the past alone. I guide you. I give you my peace. I cover you with my hand. What was once a source of pain will now become proof of my healing. Where there was fear, I will bring confidence. Where there was shame, I will bring security. Where there was doubt, I will bring clarity. I'm making everything new inside you. I am freeing you from comparisons that have exhausted you. You looked around for so long that you began to think you were behind, that you had lost time, that you were late in things others seemed to receive so easily. But I tell you, I write different stories because every purpose is different. What you call delay is actually preparation. What you call waiting is care. I am building things inside you that others did not have to carry. And that is why your journey has its own pace. I am restoring your courage to believe again. I know you have faced disappointments that made you afraid to expect anything good. I know your soul became tired of waiting for answers that never came. I know some dreams seemed to die before they could even begin. But I tell you, I have forgotten nothing. I have not left your prayers behind. I did not overlook your requests. I was working in places you could not yet see. And now I am bringing into the light what I prepared in secret. I am now moving through the layers you created to protect yourself. I know your defenses came from pain, not because you wanted them. I know that many times you closed your heart to avoid being hurt again. But those walls also stopped you from receiving what I wanted to give you. So I come now as light, bringing understanding, breaking walls, bringing balance, and bringing peace. I do not destroy your sensitivity, I honor it. I simply remove what was built from necessity and replace it with what is built from love. I am teaching you to rest in me. You have become used to living on alert, always ready to protect yourself, always watching for another pain. But this constant tension has exhausted you more than you know. Now I tell you, come into my rest. Trust my care. Let me carry what no longer belongs on your shoulders. I teach you to walk freely. I teach you to breathe without fear. I teach you to live with confidence, knowing that I care for every detail. I am also healing your relationship with hope. There were moments when you thought waiting was dangerous because you feared being disappointed again. But I tell you, the hope that comes from me will not disappoint you. I do not promise things to confuse you. I do not give you hope only to watch it collapse. Everything I begin, I sustain. Everything I speak, I fulfill. Everything I build has a strong foundation. That is why I tell you, let yourself hope and faith again. I am now entering the place inside you where you kept losses you could never explain. Things that quietly marked you, moments when you believed you were alone. But I tell you, in every tear you shed, I was with you. In every silence, I was watching.